This segment is we're just going to be talking about the truth about anything, any subject, how we feel about it. It's very an opinion, but it's my truth. So my name is Deja. I am the founder of Unfolding the Truth. But this is just little segments of just talking about some real stuff. So I got my fam here. We're just gonna chit chat about some stuff.
Yeah, so I'm Newski, Finn, either or. That's what I go by. I give my government. You can follow me on social media, 1804 Haitian Finn, 2 N's, 3 N's. I'm from Newport News, and I'm in the Navy, so that's my little spiel.
That's your spiel. Okay, so let's talk about some truth, right? So everybody is not meant to be in a relationship. So what I mean by that is everybody is not a monogamous person, and everybody should not portray like they're monogamous, if that makes sense. We are all put on this earth for someone. It just may not be just that one person. That's my opinion. So let's not crucify me for that. It is my opinion. But it is, real facts. Most people now are into the poly relationship. They want more than one, which is okay if you are into that. But most people do not just want one person. Now, if you have that person that just wants just you, then that is good. Not saying there's nothing wrong with it. I'm saying that's a blessing. But now you have people that just want multiple people. So, you got any opinion on that one?
I mean, honestly, I feel like it's dependent on the person. And not only dependent on the person, I feel like it goes back, it deepens to the roots of like their upbringing, what they seen in the household, what they seen outside the household, around the neighborhood, in the community, in school, out of school, so on and so forth. So I feel like polygamy has always been a thing. I mean, men has always had it in their mindset like, oh, I want more than one woman, right? But sometimes, if you find the right type of person, I feel like that man or woman can actually sit down and be in the doors of the relationship where the focus is you, the family, and whatever else y'all got going on. But most of the time in the world that we live in, a lot of men want multiple women. Now, if you go back in history, men has always had multiple women. It wasn't until America that monogamy became a thing, because polygamy has always been a thing for the men. Like African kings, queens, there's always been multiple queens and one king,
Yeah.
There have always been multiple princes and multiple princesses, but there was always that one king, that one head of the household, that one head of the royal family, right? Mm-hmm. So the conversation goes back to a deeper root, but at the same time, I feel like it's still dependent on the person and how they became a product of their environment based off the household and how they was raised.
So, I'm going to say this. I understand what he's saying. I'm going to say this. I was raised, my mother, my stepfather, my dad is what I call him, been together for 30 years. 30 years. I do not want a relationship like that. Now, he said in your upbringing, you kind of, reflect on your upbringing. Like I said, my parents been together for 30 years now. I don't follow none of those rules. I am more of a free spirit, and that means not as a whole, because y'all get free spirit and whole collide together.
Right.
But not even as a whole. It's just like I don't want to be tied down to anyone because I like my freedom. And then you got some relationships where they have that freedom, but and also in a relationship, like they free and in a relationship at the same time. Me, I just like my freedom. Like I like to come as I go. I like not to answer, and I'm not like to be controlled. And I think that's another thing about a relationship is some people want to control the other sex. They want to be controlling and they want to tell you what to do and how you're going to do it. And I don't want to be a part of that. Like I've been in a relationship for a while, and that's not my forte is trying to be into that next go round. So I personally do not want it, but I'm not knocking people that do want it. I'm just saying that people need to stop rushing into a relationship when you got that first little fling of lust, because that's what it is. It ain't love, it's lust. That first little fling of lust,
Yeah.
and then you get there and you're not even 3 months strong yet, and y'all are already fighting about why the dishes not done. Like that's the craziest stuff, and y'all not knowing, and people really don't be knowing who they are. Like they don't know who they are in general, and they'll rush to be in a relationship not knowing exactly who they are. Like I got to the point where I'm finding myself first,
Right.
and then that person that I want to be with, I will be with them. But I want to make sure I'm stable mentally. And you got a lot of people that are not men, women, especially you men, not stable mentally. Y'all got mama drama, baby mama drama, cousin drama. Like y'all have all these dramas and reflecting, and then you put it all to the other spouse, and then be like, oh, that shit not working out because she don't do what I want her to do, what my mama want her to do, and I ain't digging it. Like I'm okay with not being a part of none of that shenanigans. Like I like my sanity, and that's what it is. Like that's some real truth for your ass. Stop diving into a relationship after 10 minutes of your fuck and then thinking it's gonna last forever. It does not. It does not. And whatever relationships is definitely work. So you can't think because you have one falling out and everything cool. That's not like everything, you know.
Okay, so what about in the sense of not necessarily what that person wants or what the family or mother, father wants, right, for that person? But what about in the sense what that person's used to in previous relationships?
Okay, so that's a good one. So what you used to is not what it is now. If you're not trying to change, that's the thing. That's the word change. If you're not trying to change, like okay, so boom, I'm all for changing, like change for the better. Like we together, you was damaged when we first got together. You telling me you damaged, so I already know the prior history of your damage, and I still take you in.
You know what you
I know what I put myself into, so now I'm trying to help. I'm building, so I want you to build along with me. But after I tell you, like, yo, this not working, or you're not trying to do better, or I keep constantly saying that, I don't want you. Because then you're not listening. And you're not going to keep bringing up that you're damaged. We already got the fuck that you're damaged. Like, we got that part. But I'm just trying to say, like, why am I going to continue to deal with you if you're not trying to change? Now, my opinion is that you like being damaged. That's what you like. Because you're not trying to change that you're damaged. We all got our history of nothing, you know, our domestics and abuse and verbal, physical, mental. So everybody has been through something in that sort. But you're not going to portray that on me when I have not done that to you. Because I will leave you where you're at. I'm not collecting any more baggage than the fuck I need to. Okay. So that's my opinion on that one.
Okay, so how I look at it is, and people that don't want to change, right? I feel like they made a change in the past and it didn't work out, and they felt like what they was doing before was better, right? And then you have the ones that's willing to change but don't know how to change.
Okay, I can dig that. I can understand that. But in the same sense, how can you be willing to change if you never try to change though? You can't. It doesn't portray. It doesn't work that way. You have to try to change to be. You have to try to change. So just like boom, I'm out here. Opinion. Example. Example. I'm out here selling drugs. Boom. I'm trying to change, so I'm gonna go get a job. My job doesn't pay as much as I was selling drugs, but I'm trying to change and stay to that job just because I'm trying to be a better person. That is the example. Like you're trying. If I see that you're trying, then A, I can give you the A for effort, the effort for that. But if you ain't trying and you just keep complaining about your past, I'm gonna need you to go back to your corner and stay at your past because that's not where I'm at. We moving on to the present, the future. And I can only talk about the present at that time because if you're in a relationship, why the fuck you keep bringing that up? Bitch, I didn't hit you.
Another big thing within relationships, especially relationships for the people that's around my age, if y'all don't know, I'm 21, just turned 21, is not only lust, but money. And money falls in the category of lust because a woman or a man who wants another woman or man, or multiple women and men, for their money, right?
Let's get into that one. I like this one. This was woo. Because we about to step on some toes here. Let me tell you something about you bitches. Every nigga does not have to support you and your motherfucking family. Let's clear that up.
Hey,
This goes for a real bitch. I like nigga with money. I appreciate a nigga with money. Does not mean I don't have my own. You get what I'm saying? Like my nigga, my apartment is my apartment. He does not stay. He is not valid to pay bills here if he does not want to because he does not stay. Anything a nigga can give you is extra. This extra. Go with me. Extra. Cause these niggas be really, really trying to help a bitch. But a bitch be so greedy and not understanding what you're causing, harming for the next bitch to get, and just taking like boom. Heard of instance, a woman moving. Oh, this nigga staying there. He gotta pay this and pay that. Now, if he live with you, that's cool. If he don't live with you, he shouldn't pay shit. He's not obligated to. Now, I know y'all, y'all better ones is gonna be like, no, but no, that's true. Let a nigga do what he want for you when he want to do it, just like you're gonna do for him when you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? If it's sincere, it's gonna come out of sincerity. You shouldn't have to open your mouth to tell a nigga what you need when he already know what you need. That's my truth right there.
Okay.
Because I am so sick, and I swear for God, I am sick of a bitch saying I need a nigga with money. So I'm thinking, bitches, you broke because at the end of the day, like, where your money at? Once you get your money, you don't give a fuck what the next nigga got. Yeah, you're not gonna lower your standards to fucking with a bum nigga, but at the end of the day, you still gonna be like, yo, cause I got money.
Right.
So the nigga that I'm gonna talk to got money, but when you getting money, you gonna have some standards. You get what I'm saying? So, but in the same sense, and I'm gonna put this in the same motherfucking true fact for y'all. Just because that nigga get a little bit less money you got does not mean you get to disrespect him as not being a man. I don't like that from some of you females there too. Like that shit bothers me. If he making money, he making money. Boom. If he paying his bills, he paying his bills. But to downgrade a nigga because he make less than you, yeah, that's my opinion. But I'm not cool with that. But for a nigga to pay bills where he don't lay his head at, and then you get mad because he don't want to pay it.
That shit definitely hit.
I'm confused.
I mean, alright, so aside from the ones that got money and talk down to the man that's trying, right? Because it's a difference between not doing and doing. It's a big difference. It's a thin line from being real and, how I say this, being real and being blunt. Like it goes together, right? It goes hand in hand. So that being said, I feel like women and men, because we also have men out here that do the same thing, has no position, no right at all to downgrade one another for making less money, for spending the night, not helping or anything of that sort when you are the person that put yourself in that predicament. You knew what the bills was going to cost when you moved in. You knew what it was going to cost when you had the child. You knew what the relationship was going to be like, or should have knew what the relationship was going to be like before you even got into it. Y'all should have already had that talk, already had everything planned out. Some people don't, some people just jump right in, right? But at the same time, we're grown. We're grown. Even for the motherfuckers that's out there trying to be grown, I'm talking about the teenagers. Yeah, because I was there trying to be grown, right? There should be still some type of plan. There should still be some type of thought process to everything that's going on. So at the same time, when you step out on that limb and say, okay, I want to be in a relationship, I'm going to fully commit to this relationship, and I'm willing to go and deal with anything that's thrown my way, that partner has to be on the same mindset. Y'all have to have the same mindset. So when it comes down to bills, when it comes down to having your own, she and he got their own, there shouldn't be no issues. Shouldn't be no issues at all. Once again, that still goes back to their upbringing, how they was raised, how the product of the environment, all of that falls in place. But at the same time, you also have to be willing to change, which we already stated that. If you're not willing to change, you're not going to see no difference in your life. You're going to be continuously trying to make a difference and not getting anywhere. You're moving in still motion. It's still motion. It's like you're running in place.
So, like I said, with the upbringing, like my mom, I can stand 10 toes on this. My mom has always been the go-getter. Like, my mom would get 2 jobs. She would really make sure me and my sister was taken care of. I cannot say that she never not worked. That's why I act the way I act. Like, I'm always going to get some money. So, a nigga to me is a option. It's not a need. It's an option for me. Like, it's an option. Whether I want to fuck with you right now, then later, it's an option for me. Because I'm going to always get my bread. I'm going to always win. I'm going to always do what I got to do for me and my mom. But you got some out here that just will not do it. Like, they just feel like they are supposed to be taken care of. Or felt like they just feel like, well, that's what he's supposed to do. If he is married to you, if he is devoted, if y'all are married, he is supposed to. That's your vows. That's supposed to be your vows. If that's somebody that you just laying up with, and he call you when he wants something, you call him when you know what I mean, whatever, he ain't devoted, dude. He ain't not able to do shit. But, exchange your sexual, preferences at that time. But I just think women, I want to speak on the women. They just like, oh, well, he don't gotta do anything. He don't. I don't feel like he should.
Okay.
Because some women make it so easy for a nigga not to do anything. Like I said, if you, I realized working at the job that I work, a man won't go get a real job. A man will not all men. A man will not get a real job due to the fact that his woman is on Section 8 housing, getting assistance. So why go get a real job when my woman rent only about $30? You get what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and you got and women make it hard for a nigga to go out here and be like, oh well, you bringing some money. Now he probably gonna go sell a little bit of drugs, do a couple of licks, whatever, but he don't got no job of consistency. And
True.
some women is okay with that. So they make it hard for bitches like me
To have a standard.
to have a standard. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many contradicting things, but then you'll go, once the nigga that beat your head in, and cause you ain't go and wash the dishes, or you interrupt him on his game, playing the game and shit, now, oh, I want me a real man. Nope. Stick with what you got, baby.
That's the standard. That's the standard that you set. And a lot of people don't realize when you allow certain things to go on and you portray that you're okay with it, you're fine with it, because I say portray, right? Because you're fine with it in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It happens so many times, and then all of a sudden you're sick of it. You portrayed that you was fine with it, so that's what he took, right? Or
That
she
part.
took, because women and men do some of the same shit,
That part.
right?
That part.
So that's what he read. He read it, he said, okay, I comprehend. She read it, she said, okay, I comprehend, right? Now all of a sudden you want to make that change. When that change should have been set on the table before anything had happened, before y'all had sex. First of all, if we want to be technical, it's a sin to have sex without being married if we're going by the Bible, but we're not going to get into that, right? Before y'all had sex, before y'all decided to even fuck with each other on any type of level, whether y'all fuck buddies, friends with benefits, or in a relationship leading on to a marriage, right? So if you portray that and now all of a sudden want to make a change, then that's where you're wrong at because you portrayed that.
Yeah, like I say, you gotta set your standards at first. Like I said, it took a long time for me to understand the worth of my standard. Like, I just know what I'm not accepting in my life. I'm not accepting you to lie to me for no reason. Like, I ain't gotta lie to you, so you shouldn't be lying to me. Like, if you're not in a relationship, you shouldn't be lying at all. You should be keeping it a band at all costs. You have nothing to lie about. Cause then you lied to me about we're not in a relationship. Now I just figured like you just a liar. And why? That's one key point. But just I don't like when people rush a relationship. Because I don't like that. Don't rush anything. Let everything take its course. And what people don't understand, the universe will connect you for who you want to be connected to or need to be connected to. Just because the universe brought this guy around for this little bit of spit about, and he spit you, and I think he's not the one. He's not. She's not the one. You gotta know these people inside and out, and people to understand why they be getting in these toxic relationships, because you don't even know who the person you're sleeping with. I read this, right? And once you have sex with a person, so you're releasing your soul to somebody else.
Soul ties.
Yeah, soul ties. Everybody is not a soul tie, y'all. It's not it. It's not it. It's dangerous. Because people, it's dangerous, yo. Because people feelings get involved, they don't know, and you got some people that don't know how to control their feelings, and then things happen out of emotion. And you shouldn't be emotionally tied to someone that you don't know.
True.
Like that is some real state facts for your ass. Like, I swear, like, if y'all don't take nothing from this, don't be going off a fucking emotion. Know who you fucking with before you fuck with that person. Do your research, like my people said, do your research. And sometimes we all blinded by that little, that portray that they show. We all think they sweet. Piss them off on your first date, see what happens.
That's one hell of a test. That is one hell of a test.
Because, I really want to know the real you. Like, I'd rather see you mad and flustered. Then, once you calm down, then I'm going to ask you why you mad. What triggers you? What really pisses you off?
Yeah.
I don't have to punch you in your face and be like, oh, I didn't know you were going to hit me back. You goddamn right, nigga. But yeah, like, people really need to slow down on, they want to be in a relationship so bad. Like, I think that is the most craziest thing I keep hearing. They want to be in a relationship after 2 seconds. I want to be in your skin. No.
I want my own person.
You don't want my own person.
Like,
bitch, get you a dog.
Speaking of that is the dumbest fucking thing, and I'm kind of contradicting right now because I even sometimes I catch myself saying it, but like it's not me saying it to somebody. Just that conversation with yourself, right? But it's the dumbest fucking thing that social media could have possibly portrayed to the world as far as relationships goes. My own person, right? The word own, meaning that it's in your possession. You cannot own a person at whatever point of life. You can own things. You can own that couch. You can own this liquor. You can own this goddamn money. But you cannot own a person, right? So, that being said, that shit is dumb and it needs to be thrown in the fucking trash, right? Because social media portrays a lot of shit, and we see a lot of shit that go on social media, and then we decide and pick up on those traits and characteristics and say, oh, this is what I want my life to be like, right? If you wanted your life to be like that, how come you're not working to that? How come it took for you to see it on social media and say, now all of a sudden I want my life to be like that, I want my relationship to be like this, and this is how I want to live? When that should have been your mindset before you seen it on social media.
That's why I said working on you is so important, because now I'm going to piggyback off the social media. So social media will give you all this lavish lifestyle, like his car, my car, our house. No. Having that shit is in her name, his name. It's not in y'all name. But I'm not here to want to hate. I'm just saying, like, just be who you are. If y'all a ghetto fabulous motherfucking couple, then be that. If y'all beat on each other because that's y'all love language, then be that. But don't think because you got Facebook, Instagram showing y'all, well, this is his car, my car, our house, our keys. That's y'all. Everybody is not meant for that. We're not everybody. It's not it. You work at your own pace. You are your own people, and people think, well, cause I should be able to be a stay-at-home wife. No, if your nigga don't make that much money, or you got some stay-at-home men, if they don't make that much, and they telling you they need a little bit of help, you need to be the one trying to help them. You get what I'm saying? As a teamwork, it's called teamwork. People don't get that. It's called teamwork.
Facts.
Teamwork.
Team motherfucker work. Alright, so before we even go any further, shout out to Ugly Money and Entertainment because I seen this shit and I'm about to piggyback off of it. So shout out to them boys, they really doing their thing. Like if you don't know who that is, then y'all need to go follow Ugly Money Meets on Instagram and make sure to unfollow Unfolding the Truth. Do not be a rainy day bitch. Oh, he's the money maker. He take care of all the bills, the kids, me, and the car, and anything extra to include vacation, while I save up my money for a rainy day. Fuck no.
Woo!
Fuck no.
Okay.
It'll never work out. It'll never work out.
I like that one, so I'm not even gonna speak on that one because I like that one. Like, it's teamwork, y'all. Like, if you know that you can't be a team,
True.
you don't need to be in a relationship. I am, like, when I say I'm sick of everybody portraying that they're in the happiest relationship, but you can't even communicate to your spouse or whoever you're dating is worthless. Like, that means you're not doing your part. Communication is a key, regardless of if it's a relationship, friendship, best friend, whatever. Communication is the key. So if you can't communicate, then you have nothing, regardless. You need to communicate teamwork, loyalty, and trustworthiness. Because if I don't trust you, then what we got? Nothing. So y'all, I really, like I keep saying, this segment is called, we call it tea time, truth time. For it's truth time, TT. So y'all, make sure y'all be tuning in because we definitely gonna keep talking about some realistic situations about some of the shit that y'all be doing out here in these streets, and we tired of it. But if that makes you the beautiful black Christian person that you are, and white, whoever you are, it don't matter.
All colors,
all race. Be who you are. But we are sick of the dynamic of you want to be that person on social media. Be who you are. Just be a better version of who you are. Be that. You got anything to conclude?
Take social media out of y'all lifestyle.
And your aunt and uncle and mama too.
Definitely, right?
Take your family out your fucking relationship business. But that one we're going to talk about in the next segment because we can go all day and we ain't got all day. Yes, so y'all tune in to Truth Time. Thank you, Newski, for coming through. Y'all make sure y'all go follow him. Repeat your
At 1804 Haitian Fin, 2 N's, 3 N's. Go follow me on social media. Anything you want to talk about, hit my DM and we can chop it up.
Ça passe.
Now,